Taste of Madison is celebrating 40 years of Eats and Treats. How the annual event continues to provide for our community. Plus, we'll introduce you to the new Mallard's GM and share why she hopes to see more women in front office positions. And we're following the latest from a Minnesota State Fair shooting that landed one person in the hospital and hundreds fleeing the fairgrounds. That's all coming up right now at 5:30. Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm McKenna Alexander. Happening right now, there's still time to head downtown for the largest picnic on Capitol Square. The Taste of Madison's back and celebrating 40 years of good eats and treats. It's a tough assignment tonight for our Andrew Banster. Andrew, how many samples have you had tonight? I don't even want to know.
Yeah, McKenna, here at the Taste of Madison, the 40th annual Taste of Madison, there's a ton of different samples to try. Me, myself, I've taken advantage of it. Of course, I've had some cheese curds, I've had some falafel, and even some pretzels. There's plenty of selection to go around, though, with over 70 vendors here at the Taste of Madison. You really can't miss out on the taste of what is the food scene in Madison. Over 250,000 people here over the course of this weekend's events.
We have food, we have music, we have drinks. We have the largest picnic in downtown Madison every Labor Day weekend.
In addition to 3 musical stages, big musical stages like you can see behind me, there's headline acts this weekend such as Young Gravy and Daughtry. You may or may not have heard of them, but couldn't get as much apart from those 2 musical acts from each other. Nonetheless, something for everybody to taste here, from music to drinks to food. It's really been an incredible day here at the 40th annual Taste of Madison.
Andrew, we've all been talking about Young Gravy. We're all really jealous you're there. You better be bringing back some samples for us, or else it's not worth it. Thanks, Andrew. Let's go ahead and take a break now. Get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Julian, we're stuck here. We're not getting cheese curds like Andrew. We're not listening to Young Gravy, so you better have some good news for me.
You just have to remind me of all that. But the good news is we're not looking at anything to rain on our parade for today. For those that are celebrating our Taste of Madison, the 40th anniversary of it, well, it's going to be a nice one, but still overcast is what we're going to be looking at. How we stacked up for today, 70 degrees is what we're looking at as of right now for our high. But as we go on throughout the course of what we're going to be seeing throughout the course of today, well, we will be seeing a bit in terms of our radar. Drier conditions will stick around. And on top of that, we are going to be looking at ahead the next few hours. Things are going to stay into the 60s for us. Cloud cover will start to dissipate a bit more as we get into the overnight hours. But overall, things are going to stay rather comfortable here in southern Wisconsin. Temperatures as of right now into the upper 60s, lower 70s from Madison into Janesville and for Platteville as well. Wind speeds aren't too bad either, into the single digits, even though closer towards the border we could see just a bit more of those wind speeds starting to pick themselves up. It's a little bit on the muggier side. We can feel the humidity, but it's not too much for us as we're getting in throughout the rest of the night. Now, we are going to be talking more about what else to expect for tonight and heading into our Labor Day in just a few moments. Until then, let's toss it back to you, McKenna.
All right, thanks, Julian. A Madison man is in custody tonight after an hours-long standoff with Sun Prairie police. Officials say on Friday night, the man entered his mother's apartment on Park Circle, demanding she give him money. Now, the information given by Sun Prairie police does have a bit of a time gap, so at this time, it's unclear just how that incident on Friday ended. What we do know is that later on Saturday, police were asked to then check that apartment and make sure the man had left, so his mother would know that she was safe to return. But when officers entered that unit, they found the man waiting inside, armed with a knife. The apartment complex was evacuated before a standoff began, lasting over 4 hours. Police eventually were able to arrest the man, and he remains in custody this evening, facing multiple charges of disorderly conduct and failing to comply. In Janesville, police are searching for a woman they say used a fire extinguisher to vandalize a parking ramp. Officials have released this photo of the suspect. They say about 2 weeks ago, a security camera reportedly caught the woman vandalizing a North Parker Drive ramp and using that same fire extinguisher to spray the security camera nearby. Anyone with information is urged to call Crime Stoppers. You can find that number on your screen. Jackson, Mississippi residents won't be able to drink from their tap water for a bit longer as the city continues to deal with its water crisis. The city's been dealing with this issue since July 30th, when severe flooding caused a chemical imbalance at the water treatment plant. Today, the director of the Federal Emergency Management Agency saying there isn't a timeline yet for when safe drinking water will return to the city.
We're providing temporary measures to help increase the water pressure so people can at least flush their toilets and use the faucets the longer term and the midterm about how long it's going to take to actually make it safe to drink. I think that we have a lot more to learn about what it's going to take to get that plant up and running.
Jackson's 150,000 residents have been under a boil water for 5 weeks now. For now, they've been provided with water bottles during that advisory. With midterm elections inching closer, President Biden and former President Trump are not holding back when it comes to gaining and maintaining their supporters. Here's CBS News' Skylar Henry with details.
President Biden is spending the holiday weekend at Camp David ahead of a busy week on the road and amid an escalating war of words with former President Trump.
He's an enemy of the state. You want to know the truth?
At a rally in Pennsylvania last night, Trump delivered his first speech since the FBI search of his Mar-a-Lago estate. During the 2-hour address, he blasted President Biden, just a few days after the president called Republicans influenced by Trump a threat to democracy.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people.
The back and forth between a sitting president and his predecessor appears to be getting more aggressive with each passing day.
The Mar-a-Lago raid was a desperate effort to distract from Joe Biden's record of misery and failure.
Trump also had harsh words last night about the FBI's search of his Florida home last month.
The FBI and the Justice Department have become vicious monsters.
But Trump's own former Attorney General, Bill Barr, has said Trump had no justification to possess the classified documents seized at his home.
I can't think of a legitimate reason why they could be taken out of the government, away from the government.
A federal judge is still weighing whether to appoint a special master to review the documents seized at Mar-a-Lago. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
President Biden will hit the road tomorrow, visiting Pittsburgh before he heads to our neck of the woods, stopping in Milwaukee for a Labor Day event. Still ahead tonight at 5:30, panic at the Minnesota State Fair as a shooting last night left one hurt and sent hundreds fleeing. Tonight, that gunman still at large. And former President Barack Obama can now add an Emmy to his list of accolades. How his voice helped bring him home the hardware.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual. My wife and I worked hard for decades. We thought our retirement was secure.
But inflation is changing everything. Gas, groceries. It's hard for retirees on fixed incomes. But I'm even more worried about the debt we're leaving our grandchildren.
Senator Ron Johnson understands we must get spending under control.
And he's working to stop the waste in Washington.
Tell Senator Johnson to keep fighting for Wisconsin seniors and the next generation.
Is this the new phone?
Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
I got exactly what I wanted. Big screen, big storage. I cannot remember the last time I had so many different options.
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone from any brand free.
Are you actually texting them?
I don't know. I just thought I would just...
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Attention everyone, the fair is closing. Make your way to the exits. Exit the fair, make your way to the exits.
A scary scene last night at the Minnesota State Fair after a shooting left one person wounded and hundreds in panic as they attempted to flee for safety. Police say that person has a leg injury but is expected to survive after being hit. Meanwhile, police are looking for that gunman tonight and don't have any sort of suspect description. Officials believe the victim and shooter did know each other and this wasn't a random attack, but it did happen in the fair's midway, which was crowded with people at the time.
Somebody to engage in such a brazen act in a crowd of people with no regard for the safety or the lives of others. It's just disgusting, in my opinion.
In response to the shooting, the Minnesota State Patrol is doubling its presence for the remainder of the fair, which does end tomorrow night. Catch a cruise on the Mississippi River, but you'll have to reach deep into your pockets if you want to reserve a seat. The Viking Mississippi is docked in St. Paul. Its maiden voyage will take passengers through Red Wing, La Crosse, all the way to St. Louis. That voyage is fully booked until 2024. If you're interested in booking a ticket by then, it'll cost you $13,000. Former President Barack Obama can now add an Emmy win to his resume. Obama lent his voice to Netflix's documentary Our Great National Parks as narrator. He won last night for Outstanding Narrator at the Creative Art Emmy Awards. Obama joins some elite company. He's just the second president to win an Emmy. Dwight Eisenhower was given a special one back in 1956. He also has 2 Grammy Award wins to his name for the audio version of his memoir. There's a new video game out, but it's unlike any game you've played before. It's called Hindsight and features a narrative style of play different from what you might expect. Rick DiMangelo tells us all about it.
How do you know what to keep and what to get rid of?
Follow a woman's life from birth through present day in the narrative exploration game Hindsight.
They transport me to the past, to distant memories.
Hindsight is a game that's basically about deep diving into somebody else's memories. We rarely remember life in vivid details. Usually it's kind of in bits and pieces, and these kind of ebb and flow from one to another in the stream of consciousness sort of way. And that's what the game seeks to kind of emulate.
Sorting through memories that twist and turn, depending on the way you look at them.
If you're looking for a somber, quiet, meditative, reflective experience where the game encourages you to just sit still and maybe reflect on your own life in a little bit.
Before I know it, I'm pulled back to the present. Standing here, alone.
That's the kind of stuff that I look for in games. I want to be able to feel something, whether it's anger or sadness, and I'm hoping to kind of give that back.
Back when you were still here.
You can go ahead and download Hindsight right now and play for yourself. It's available for Windows, iOS, macOS, as well as the Nintendo Switch. Still ahead on News 3 Now, Julian's back with another check of your Labor Day forecast.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It just gives you such a boost of confidence.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is wholly words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or
it absolutely could be a daily thing, but the way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
Take action this Labor Day with the Plexiderm 10-Minute Challenge. Try it now for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit getplexiderm.com or call the number on your screen.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Let's go ahead and get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Julian, how's it looking out there?
Ooh, it is a cloudy one, McKenna. For those who are out at Taste of Madison, well, the good news is it's not going to be expecting any showers for us. But the cloud cover is going to stick around throughout the rest of our evening. As we look ahead, temperatures in the 60s will be the same as well. However, we will finally get into those low 60s by the time we get into tonight, and that cloud cover will start to dissipate just a bit as well into the overnight hours. But take a look at our radar, not looking at much at all, which is great news for us. And for tonight, that trend is going to continue. Looking around 58 degrees for our temperatures to fall to. And on top of it, we will still see the mostly cloudy skies, but it'll be a break coming back forth and forth throughout the course of the nightly hours. Now, taking a look at what we're seeing on our surface map as of right now, the cold front that swept through kept things rather chilly, but we're going to stay rather dry thanks to this high pressure system, which is up into the upper Midwest and just sitting pretty from the Canada border in northern Wisconsin. Now, as we take a look at our Labor Day forecast, folks, it's going to be a pleasant one. We're going to be seeing back and forth cloud cover as we go throughout the course of our morning, and going into the afternoon, skies are going to open up a bit more. We're going to start to see a bit more of the sunshine leak its way through, but outside of that, it's going to be a really pleasant day. Into the lower 70s, could see the mid 70s for some areas, but overall things are going to stay rather pleasant. Planning out the rest of tonight as the cloud cover starts to clear its way out in many areas of southern Wisconsin. Again, it's going to be a back and forth throughout the course of the night going into our Monday morning. And as we go into our afternoon, we can see the clouds continue to dissipate just a bit as that northeasterly flow pushes out a bit of that moisture just more towards the western side of southern Wisconsin. And then as we get into the lunchtime hour, into our evening hours, we're going to see, once again, just a back and forth between the sunshine and for the cloud cover. But overall, things are going to stay rather pleasant and pretty quiet throughout our Labor Day, and especially when we start our work week back once we get into Tuesday. Our three things we're going to need to know, it's not going to be looking at much in terms of rain chances. They are very minimal for the next few days for us. Good news is temperatures will hang into the 70s until we get into the midweek, where we are looking for a warm-up, but dry conditions will remain throughout the start of the new work week as well. As we take a look at our 10-day forecast, this is exactly what we're going to be seeing for us. Starting off for tomorrow into Tuesday, we will start to see those 70s in the forecast, and then again, we will look at the 80s, start to warm back up by the time we get into our Wednesday. But outside of that, we are going to be looking at a pretty smooth sailing week for us, and very weak chances of seeing some showers going into our Saturday and Sunday.
You know, it's a little ironic that Labor Day is, you know, the unofficial end to summer, and then it comes right back after with those temperatures. It's a little mild on Monday, and then 80s. It's still here. And
it's still boat weather. It's still be outside and enjoy the sun. The only thing is that we're now starting to lose daylight, so our evenings are not as bright as they used to be.
So got a little bit of something. You just need to get out earlier in the day.
Yeah, exactly. But outside of that, we still enjoy whatever little bit of summer we have left.
Absolutely. Thanks, Julian. For the first time in team history, a woman is officially in charge of the Madison Mallards. Now, earlier this week, we told you Samantha Rubin is taking on the general manager role. New at 5:30 tonight, we're hearing both from Rubin and her new team. When it comes to stepping up to the plate, our Captain Mark shares why players say there couldn't be a better person than Rubin.
It still hasn't really sunk in fully. Samantha Rubin has always been part of a team. Grew up playing sports. I was actually a rower in college, so I rowed for the University of Florida there. And so sports have always been such a huge outlet for me and a huge part of my life. Now she's getting the chance to run one. And so being able to transfer that into my day-to-day job and to be able to have this view of a ballpark is the ultimate goal. That new view is pretty special. Rubin was named the Madison Mallards general manager this month. She becomes the first female GM in team history, which dates back to 2001. I couldn't have asked for a better opportunity here. The people are amazing. You get such a great veteran group of people that have been here for so long, but then you also get those newer people that I brought in and I hired when I started here.
Rubin's team says there was never a doubt she could do the job and is the one for it. She spent the last season learning and growing as the Mallards' assistant GM.
In just 9 months here in Madison working with us, she's done an amazing job kind of creating a connection with both our staff and our fans, our players, and really just a natural leader.
She's a leader here in Madison and a leader across the country. There are only a handful of women in general manager positions in the 24-team Northwoods League.
Seeing women excel in sports and in business is something that we've been working on for a long time.
Her single role, but one that Rubin believes will show there's a growing team of women just like her.
Then to be the first female, I think that's just such a huge thing for Mallards as a brand, but even for the Madison community to show that that's where we need to be and that's where we're going to.
Reporting in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck with News 3 Now.
A big congratulations to Samantha. She's the 4th person to serve as the team's general manager. Badger football checked a lot of boxes last night. Week 1 win, shutout fashion, couple program records set. We take a deeper look at one of those plays coming up when Jordan joins us for sports.
Some numbers are thrilling, some impressive, some just right. After an accident, there's one critical number. The number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
I worked really hard to save for retirement, worked all the hours I could, whatever it took. But Ron Johnson thinks we should consider raising the retirement age for Social Security and Medicare. That's a terrible idea. And he voted over and over again to weaken and cut Medicare, driving up our costs. Ron Johnson even wanted to privatize Social Security, calling it a legal Ponzi scheme. Tell Ron Johnson to strengthen Medicare.
Hustle harder, they said. Achievement takes sacrifice.
The real secret to success?
Down.
Better sleep.
But they won't put that on a poster. So purple? Put it in a mattress.
Purple is different. Soft and firm in all your right places. The Gel Flex Grid keeps you cool while sleep does its scientifically proven thing.
Your eyes sharper.
And overnight success.
On Purple, the mattress made for successful sleeping.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right purple.
Aleve-X. Its revolutionary rollerball design delivers fast, powerful, long-lasting pain relief. Aleve it and see what's possible.
News 3 Now is always on.
Download the Channel 3000 app and we will send you local breaking news as it happens.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
Badger Blueprint, Wednesdays on News 3 Now at 10.
The Badgers opened the 2022 season with a shutout win on their home turf, but it took a little bit of time and an explosive play on defense to really get things going. Sports director Zach Hanley tells us more about that one player who got the game moving in the right direction.
Sloppy is how the defense described their first couple of drives. Missed tackles and penalties got Illinois State in the red zone, and Wisconsin needed a spark. Enter John Torchio, and the senior safety not only picked off a pass, but returned it 100 yards for a score for the longest pick six in school history. And the best part, he called it.
Funny story, actually. Right before that happened, I'm getting lined up, and Torch goes, "Hey, Herbie, I'm about to pick this one." And I'm like, all right. So I'm pass rushing, and I turn around, and sure enough, there's Torch with the ball in his hand. To be honest, I felt like that was the turning point in the game. You know, we're kind of flat. Weren't playing up to what we should play to. You know, I think Torch really turned the game around for us.
You know, Coach Chris always talks about, being that spark, being a guy who ignites the team, and I think that, John Torchio making that play definitely is something that, ignited other people and inspired other people to make big plays as well.
He made a play, and he'd been doing that, right? And that was fun to see him continue it and start it off this year.
Now, as far as what Torchio had to say about his record-setting performance, well, he lived up to his nickname, the Jewelry Thief, and snuck out before anybody could talk to him. At Camp Randall Stadium, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
Badger volleyball is back into the swing of things. They took care of their in-state rival Marquette on Friday night in 4 sets, then returned to a crowded fieldhouse this afternoon to face High Point. And this match was all Wisconsin. Sarah Franklin has been a force since joining this squad, showing right there why that's the case. She leads the Badgers once again in kills with 14 of them. UW easily gets the Sunday sweep. Next up, they're going to travel to Kentucky for a top 25 showdown with the Wildcats. That's set for Friday at 5. Longtime rivals meet for a rematch in the Women's World Championship gold medal game. Team USA facing Canada. 11 Badgers, that includes former, current, and future, are suiting up for this one. Scoreless at the start of the second period, then Canada's Brianne Jenner nets 2 goals within 2 minutes. Former Badger standout Abby Rock is able to cut the lead in half in the remaining minute of that period, but that's all for Team USA. Canada heads home with the gold. Brewers' late-game rally last night helps them win it in extra innings, finally ending their 2-game skid, going for a split of the 4-game series with the Diamondbacks this afternoon. But a couple pitches were perfectly placed for Arizona. A sac fly for an early lead, then a solo homer in the next inning. Right now, the Brewers trail 5-0 in the 9th.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Julian has a final check of your first run forecast coming up when we return.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Wisconsinites don't back down from hard work. We got self-starters and never-stoppers. Folks who help feed a nation. Pioneers in innovation. Teachers and third shifters like my parents. You deserve a senator who protects your jobs, not one who sends them overseas. I work to bring manufacturing back home so we can make things in Wisconsin again. When we harness what we have, we can change where we're going. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
All right, Julian. Tomorrow's Labor Day. Got the Labor Day weekend. People want to head out their boats one more time, even though our forecast is still pretty warm. Are they going to get rained on this week?
No, they're not. Okay. We have very, very weak and low chances of us seeing much rain chances at all over the next few days, which is great. Plenty of sunshine. The only thing is it's going to feel a bit cooler as we head into our Monday, but it's been cool all weekend. A little bit into the 74-degree range. It's not going to be too bad for us. Then we will slowly but surely start to warm up by the time we hit into midweek, but again, plenty of sunshine is in our forecast. Heading into the weekend, we're going back to a bit more of that fall-like temperature, but we do have a slight chance of seeing some shower. But again, it's pretty weak, and it's not going to be during our, go outside hours.
Sunshine graphics are what I like to see. Thanks, Julian, and thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here at 10.